Anyway, coming up next, Trump has established...
Oh, good.
We're
going to go through an episode without... Who is he?
I'll tell you who he is in a minute. Trump has established a US strategic Bitcoin reserve and digital asset stockpile. A pig in lipstick, according to one hedge fund manager. Do any of you know what a reserve is?
That's a complicated question, but fundamentally it's to stop the markets go completely haywire.
Thank God you do. I thought it was more like you have gold reserves, so for every dollar, somewhere in a bank in America.
That's old school, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the foundation.
Doesn't he want to get into Fort Knox? Because no one's allowed into.
Is it still there, Fort Knox? Isn't that?
Well, there's
that
a
was
whole
1980s films,
theory,
wasn't
isn't it? Like it actually doesn't exist, and there's no gold left.
Yeah, so it basically, in January, Trump signed an executive order to create a national digital asset stockpile. So basically, what he seems to be doing is upping the value of the Bitcoins. And the reserve includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and the whole thing, sort of positioning the US as a leader in crypto. So he's basically saying crypto is like gold. He's equating it with that.
He's given it some heft, isn't he? I mean,
I suppose
it would collapse immediately because they move like 20% all the time. It would wipe out reserve in months.
Yeah, and people are saying it's
Does it create scarcity? So if they stockpile loads of, cryptocurrency, so some cryptocurrency has got inbuilt scarcity built in, haven't they?
Well,
so it's
according
a
to
limited
one
resource,
specialist,
so if you grab a whole load,
they're saying it's
you're
worth
upping the
nothing
value.
because they're never going to release it. So it's just a sort of stockpile for.
This is Trump, right?
Yeah. Well, and whatever he says is
absolutely 100%
he means it. But interestingly,
I'm sure he has a very deep understanding of all of it.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Well, I'm very interested in these strategic reserves because you've got the US who also keeps a petroleum reserve. So presumably you can imagine lakes of the stuff ready to use all over the place in a national emergency. And Canada has a maple syrup reserve.
They do.
And, so in a national emergency.
Do you remember when it used to be like the EU having lakes of wine and mountains of cheese?
And butter.
But a reserve is like a strategic national asset just in times of
for Canada, maple syrup is that.
Well,
they run their cars on this stuff.
Does anybody have a pancake reserve so you could put them together and in an emergency?
Honestly, we're going to have the Canadians on us. Be very careful.
Yeah,
they're already riled up.
Yeah, they've already been wound up.
Canadian, that's really scary.
They're coming with their hockey sticks any moment now.
Wow, okay.
Thank you very much for that. So next, before we go on to our next topic, it's time for a new thing, which is called a clip of the week. Now, I know that this is a podcast, so we're going to play the clip and then I can try and describe it. I don't actually know what's coming up.
Tesla.
Going on now at the White House Tesla Auto Mall. It's the biggest sale of the year.
Very safe, it's very strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel.
Come on down to Pennsylvania Avenue, just off Route 29, to get our best deal ever on a brand new Tesla.
I want to make a good deal here. They have one, which is $35,000, which is pretty low.
Get a Model 1 with a different panel and everything's computer.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
So don't waste your time going to those other Tesla dealerships with riots and flaming cyber trucks. You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
I love Tesla.
You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
This is really amazing.
Tesla.
Excellent. And
that is the President of the United States.
I know.
Whoever put that together that's good.
I just want to see. So this is an this an AI
more
thing?
of the nonsense, Trump nonsense.
Oh no, sorry,
this
is for real.
It's real.
Oh, Trump was
involved
because
in this?
Musk is in serious. Tesla's stock price plummeted.
Yeah,
for various complicated reasons, including tariffs.
Okay, yeah, we'll go on to that in a second.
The US tariffs? Or responses to the US?
So Tesla was a hyper-efficient system, and it uses stuff from
I
Mexico
wanted
and Canada
one. I must say, I must admit that I wanted one. I was really
they're a
interested.
great car.
I thought they were fantastic. A friend of ours, a surgeon, had a Tesla, one of the early Teslas, and I thought, this is amazing. I now really don't want one at all.
And that's the issue. In Germany, the sales have gone down by 75%.
Why?
Because something to do with Elon Musk doing, I don't know, a Roman salute. and then
That could have been
supporting the
misinterpreted.
far right AFD and interfering in their elections. Suddenly, Germans were less excited about buying Teslas. So this is the president of the United States response, which is to literally like that. He got a bunch of Teslas outside the White House and said, "These Teslas are great."
These Teslers.
So
it's just
for the
crazy
podcasters on here, what we just saw there was an advert basically of Elon Musk's car company, which is tanking, because I think electric cars generally are tanking. Let's be clear about it. And Musk is coming in and helping Trump sort of basically sell the whole new vision of government as this sort of horror show.
Yeah.
And so Trump's going to help him bail out the car by flogging Teslas on the forecourt of the White House.
Yeah.
I mean, we are literally. We just have to. The only way to stay sane is it's literally reality TV, except he also happens to be the president, and that's the problem.
But
So
people,
it's probably
is it
It's
a
a
problem,
great
Emily?
show.
Is it a problem? People are loving the show.
It's a great show.
I'm not loving it. I'm like a nervous wreck. I'm doing news avoidance
Oh,
now.
that's part of the fun, though, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to follow up there.
Well, this is someone
Emily,
whose guilty pleasure is maps, right?
let's move on.
It's a wild ride.
just need to calm my nerves a bit.
Okay, let's calm our nerves by moving on to Tech Room 101. Kieran McCarthy. What is your Tech Room 101? What would you like to put in the rubbish bin of life forever?
Support forums.
Aha! Support forums.
I think more
Is it
specifically,
printer support?
like 90% of the first response in support forums. You say, "I'm having this trouble with insert whatever problem you have."
Tesla.
Someone has genuinely got an issue. They thought, "Oh, this is really frustrating me. I'm going to go to a support forum, go to the trouble of logging in, type it in, and all this wonderful community of people will help me out." And of course, vast majority of the time, you're left so furious that you want to kill someone. But
Is that because you get the angry
No,
brigade
the response
correcting
that
you?
I want to not only
Is it-
put in Room 101, but attach to all the people that have ever posted this and suck them in as well,
Yeah.
is they just won't answer the question. They'll say, "Well, why are you asking this?"
They're policing the thing. I put in one request once on Stack Overflow, and sod that. I'm never going to do that again
Well, you
because it
just
all became like,
publicly shame.
"You're not meant to ask questions like that on Stack Overflow. You
You are
should have put
asking
that
the
in
wrong
the other
question
forum in the
in
wrong
the
question
wrong
at the
way."
wrong time."
Oh, for goodness sake.
And it all becomes about policing the culture.
So
and
these
what
are
you
people who are like in a forum to help other people.
Yeah, and it
That's
becomes
right.
And it becomes like
Yeah.
a just
toxic.
massive troll bait.
But it's the
Yeah.
it's the speed of the toxicity.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even like you can see that someone's
What
like,
the
"Oh," and you
hell?
can just imagine a nice normal person starting to write the response. "Oh, I've had
finding it
that
difficult
problem.
Yeah, little
I
bit of
figured out
empathy,
how."
put
But no,
yourself on the
before that, someone's like, "Why are you even mentioning this?"
Deleted.
Or-
Inappropriate for
or
this
they, or they
forum.
question like that person's very reality. Are you sure
Yeah,
that
right.
this happens? Like,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
gone to the trouble.
I've
So I want
actually-
all of that destroyed forever.
Thank you
Agree.
very much. Thank you. Totally,
Passed.
totally agreed.
Yeah,
Passed.
it's in.
We've got one more topic to just squeeze in, and that's that I'm sorry, I'm going to keep on and on about this. The US Pentagon is deleting all DEI words from its website. What's DEI, Emily?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, or is it
Yeah.
equality and
So
inclusion?
are they deleting the words diversity and deleting the words equity?
Yeah, and things like
No,
woman,
but the actual
woman,
word equity.
yes, and
Oh,
gay.
right. And gay.
So, and gay. So anything with the word, and I think maybe the senior tech advisor, Big Balls, that you mentioned the other day,
Yes.
may have designed all of this because it's really super.
Sorry, this is
maybe AI has been involved, because what they seem to have done is find and delete. So anything with the word gay in, like the plane Enola Gay, which dropped the atomic bomb,
Right.
back in the war, gone.
Well,
Picture of
well,
that,
right, it was a
gone.
bit- it was a bit
very
of a-
gay
it was a bit of a
aeroplane.
gay plane, wasn't it,
Gay
with that gay
aeroplane.
bomb?
Yes, and
Was it a homosexual plane?
it's just a plane named after the pilot's
Maybe it was,
mother.
but it might have been. So let's
Yeah.
delete it.
So it's
I
just
mean,
a,
honestly,
it's
you
a
serious?
purge of history, and this is
So-
it's not like somebody's website. Oh, I'm just updated. This is the Pentagon. And there are all sorts of other examples. researchers were saying, actually, the National Institute for Health's website keeps going down. Like someone's just monkeyed around with the DNS record, so it would keep going down. And this is, again, I think the geniuses employed by Elon Musk are just, deleting DNS records, pulling down whole web resources, and then they come back up again. Stuff's missing. I was trying to cite a paper the other day from the Biden administration that was published on the website of the White House. Not there anymore.
Kieran McCarthy, communication specialist. What's actually happening here? What is Big Balls' communication message? What's he trying to achieve?
It's just culture war nonsense. Is what it is.
He's trying to stop members of the public reading the word gay so that they don't.
It's not anything. There's no thought behind it. I mean, there's no logic.
He must be trying to do something like please Musk or
keep everybody.
It's just again reality TV show. Just
that'll
imagine
be fun.
Just imagine like it's Big Brother or something, and they've gone and they get. I hate this. I hate all of this. So
but
tear it out.
Wouldn't you get more if you, rather than just sort of deleting the word gay, deleting the payroll system?
Well, the issue is it's very time consuming to go through things methodically.
Yeah. Right.
So the best thing to do is just delete it all and then wait until people start screaming and then put back the bits that are problematic.
So you put back Enola, but you don't put back
this is, and if you are a 20-year-old male idiot incel, that world makes a lot of sense to you. Unfortunately, the world is full of people.
Will it get you a girlfriend, though?
It will not get you a girlfriend.
Okay.
But...
or a friend. Thank you very much. We're just nearly there now. It's finally... do we have a comment of the week?
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Let's hear it.
Give me 1 second.
Right, and
the voice of God
needs a sec.
Somewhat
God was caught up with something else for a second. There was a lot
going
on,
I was just solving world peace.
Just trying to fix some stuff.
Trying to figure out where it is.
Comment of the week.
Oh, God.
This is in response to our AI doesn't exist video. This is from Brandon Black 8735, who says, "No human shall see this, only the maths." I thought that was a very nice comment.
Brandon,
very fitting.
Very nice.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you very much,
Very
Brandon.
nice, Brandon. And there was a lot of comments on that excellent video essay.
We're out of time. That was a fantastic chat today. Lots of topics to talk about. We must talk about America next time.